What's happening, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to the channel. You're hanging out with your guy, the sports judge. There are plenty of ways to spin it, but either way you cut it, Chip Kelly ditched the Bruins. Like that one friend ditching the rest of his comrades for that one special girl he met at a party. Chip Kelly got his shit and left at the first opportunity. Basically, what he told UCLA was to kiss his ass. He basically gave them the middle finger. I think the folks in Westwood are saying, okay, bye. It's like, it's a mutual feeling. We won't miss you at all. Good riddance. Get out of here. During his time spent at UCLA, he got the spotlight at UCLA because obviously it's LA and everybody follows, your every move. And if you don't win here, they talk about you. I know. I live in Southern California. I know how it goes. The thing is, UCLA wasn't going to get anywhere with Chip Kelly. I've been saying that for years. When it comes to tradition and the history of the program, I never really liked the hire when he landed the Bruins head coaching job. I thought it was weird, curious, but I gave it the benefit of the doubt. The hope was that he would resurrect the program, and with the talent on the roster, UCLA's football program could have become a powerful engine for the university's economic and academic growth. Didn't happen. UCLA, I believe, is the number one public school regardless of who is directing the football program. I do know that, if I'm correct. But in Kelly's time at UCLA, he never really had a plan to improve the program. And as he's shown, he wasn't the guy to turn UCLA into a powerhouse program. When the head coach demotes himself, decides to quit to become an offensive coordinator in another part of the country, it should be an indicator that he no longer wants the headache, that he no longer wants the responsibility. It became a pretty bad marriage, and I think even a toxic environment. And I think he wore out his welcome, and he knew that eventually that time would come. So he left. Bruins fans had been frustrated, as have the boosters. They were fired up Friday when they learned Kelly had finally stepped down as the head coach. Hallelujah. Hooray. Thank God. It's over. He's finally out. Reports emerged that Kelly was likely to be fired by UCLA. It was only speculation that has circulated around social media. So it was only a matter of time before this would happen. How you act when things get tough exposes far more about you. When the going gets tough, Chip Kelly runs. He ran from Oregon to become the Philadelphia Eagles head coach years ago. Did a terrible job during his tenure there, got fired. You can sit here and say he departed the Ducks for the challenge of shaping the Eagles into a title contender. And of course, he would tell you that. He would tell you that's why he left. That's not why he left. I don't think that is. I find it fascinating that he left Oregon amid an investigation. Kelly can act as though he didn't bail on Oregon for his role in the scandal that brought sanctions to Oregon football program. Again, very much what he does when he shows an unwillingness to take full responsibility or when he decides to selfishly take the easy way out. This is what he does. This has been Chip Kelly for years, since we've known him. UCLA hasn't been good in a long time, and he's leaving. The really wild part is the timing of his departure, in which Kelly is leaving as UCLA will make its transition to the Big Ten. It makes me think that the competition was too much for Kelly. And the jump to the Big Ten is clearly a money grab, obviously. Mind you, when presented with a daunting task, Kelly doesn't know how to handle it. He doesn't know how to handle himself. The coach we're talking about wasn't going to be that guy they had hoped he would be. 6 full seasons, change was inevitable, and he knew it. Kelly knew it. So he thought it would be smart to beat them to it and made the move on his own. Basically made the move on his own terms. The Bruins have gone 35-34 overall, 26-26 in league play over 6 seasons. There's no doubt in my mind Kelly was on the hot seat. And last year's 8-5 record was built off of a weak non-conference schedule and featured just one victory over a ranked school. It's that bad that Kelly is basically taking a demotion to get the hell out of UCLA. Now hiring the right guy to replace Kelly, roster rebuilding, recruiting some of the best talent, because there is a plethora of high school talent in Southern California. I'm not sure if there is a real resolution for the poor attendance and the lack of support, given the location of the Rose Bowl. The only way that would improve is if you build a stadium in Westwood. I've been saying that for a long time as well. It would save people time and the hassle of having to drive an hour from Westwood. But first, the priority right about now is finding a head coach. That's number one. They need to hire a coach who can come in and reshape the program. Athletic director Martin German told the team it would have a new coach within 96 hours. It won't be a lengthy coaching search. Obviously, it will be fast moving as they are ready to look at potential replacements, and there are a few names I think they will target and that they should target. David Shaw being one of those guys. David Shaw is somebody to take a look at. He's coached in the Pac-12 before when he was at Stanford. His son is a wide receiver, so he knows the program pretty well. A guy who is well respected and is a 4-time Pac-12 Coach of the Year. Shaw had 5 seasons with at least 10 wins. That could be someone you want to replace Kelly. They need somebody who can re-energize the program. Maybe you talk to Minnesota coach PJ Fleck. PJ Fleck. Maybe PJ Fleck, excuse me. Maybe you talk to Fleck and see if he may be interested in coming to Westwood to accept the coaching gig. I like his energy. He certainly has the credentials, the knack for coaching. Is definitely worth the shot. He was the Big Ten Coach of the Year after leading the Gophers to an 11-2 season in 2019. And Flack is 50-34 in 7 seasons, although only 29-32 in league play. And it would be the first time, it wouldn't be the first time he took over a situation like this one. When he was hired at Minnesota, he walked into a mess and turned it around. So those are 2 names to consider. I really like David Shaw for the job. I think he has the ties at UCLA with his son being there, and I think that's the direction they want to go in. He has an established track record. He's won a lot of games. He's coached at this level before, so I think that's a guy that they're going to strongly consider, that they're going to look at carefully, and I think he's definitely a top candidate to replace Kelly, obviously. But Kelly had to go. His time was up. I felt like this was long overdue. I felt he should have gotten fired a long time ago because he was never the guy for the program. And so the best thing that probably happened to to UCLA, was seeing him walk away from this program. That's probably the best thing that could have happened to UCLA. Seeing him walk out the door. You know, everyone is saying hallelujah. Everyone is excited. Might as well throw a damn party in Westwood now that he's gone. You know, because now you don't have to deal with him anymore. You get rid of that guy. You move on. You hire somebody that can, you know, revitalize the culture and get this team back to winning football games. You know. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate the love and support. I really, really thank you guys so much. Don't forget to do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. We'll talk very soon. Peace.